Hey, my name is Aussizz. Welcome to another live session from Aussizz Education and Migration Group Elizabeth office. You guys are aware about the new office that was opened last year for education specifically. That's right next at a Flinders Street station at a very prime spot. And we guys have highly qualified education consultants who can help you out and migration agents as well. Today we have privilege of having Linton from Torrance University. We're here to discuss about the recent courses and about the application processes, scholarships with us. You guys are aware about.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you for having me. So Torrance University is in with Australia and New Zealand is part of, as you mentioned, with 850,000 currently enrolled students. So although we're located in Australia and New Zealand, students that study with us. And the other benefit of that is that we have information with academics and research that goes on around the world that we're able to share amongst us. So even though we're a relatively smaller university, we actually are much part of a much bigger group, which is great. In Australia, though, Torrance University has four main campuses or four main locations within Australia. So in Adelaide, Melbourne, Sydney, and Brisbane. We also have a design campus in Auckland, New Zealand as well. So the real benefit with that is that the majority of our most popular courses are actually available at all campuses. So if, depending on where a student would like to study, or if they want to take advantage of regional study privileges that come with that, then we can provide that. Or if students want to come study with us, and for whatever reason they need to change location.
Students who want to move to regional areas as well,
Exactly,
and that too in a very good university, which is really good.
Yeah,
with vast option of courses to choose from.
Yeah, exactly.
Us on the courses that are there for
Sure.
those who do not know much about the courses that are there.
Thanks. So basically, we have, we're a higher education provider, so we're a university, and we have courses in a range of different areas, primarily within business, health, hospitality, education, design, and we have English as well for students who don't quite meet the entry requirement, or people who just have an interest in wanting to do standalone English. We can accommodate that too. So we have, for all of those areas, we have courses at both undergraduate and postgraduate level as well. So large range of flexibility. Of course, there are a lot of different courses within that, but far too many to sit here and list off the top of my head. But we have those. But as you mentioned, we do have some new courses that have come in. A couple that I'll mention to you. First of all, the most exciting one that we have is our MBA in sports management. So the really exciting part of this course is that there's a 2-week placement that goes on as part of the course. So with that placement, students who are studying here with us in Australia have the opportunity to go and spend 2 weeks in Spain. Yeah, and undertake it with Real Madrid, the football club. So it's not a football degree. I want to just clarify that it's not. Yes. It's not an MBA in football or soccer, depending on where you come from in the world.
National exposure, which is again good conduct for the students as well, and it adds a much more review on the students' portfolio.
Yeah, exactly, and it's a really good experience. So it's delivered in conjunction with the University of Madrid as well.
Oh wow!
Yeah. So that's a new one. That's our newest course that's just started with us. Sorry.
Yeah, you guys have software engineering programs happening right?
Yes. Yeah, these are the other exciting ones. So these are new, and they started in the middle of last year. Yep. Okay, and these are at most of our campuses as well. So we have a bachelor's and master's in software engineering. Intelligence are really designed, so they're not a typical IT or standalone information technology type of degree. It's really designed to, so that's or recently launched, as I mentioned. It's really popular. So that's great. So that's available at in Melbourne, Sydney, and Adelaide as well.
Which is the recent intake that would be there apart from the one that's recently done?
Okay, so for specifically for that course, we have our February intake, which is just closing. So if anyone is watching this that's applied and waiting to enrol, we'll have you finished very, very shortly. The next intake that we have coming up for the majority of our courses, not all courses, but the vast majority of our courses will be coming up in March 30. So that's in about a month's time. Yeah.
So anybody who has not yet enrolled and are still looking for further options in bachelor's and masters, please do contact us, because there's another almost time that you guys should get able and do the process as soon as possible for the students itself.
Yes, exactly. And I would just say with the March 30 intake as well about trying to get in as soon as possible. The difference is for that one is a shorter study period compared to our other main intakes. So the sooner that you can finalise your enrolment and start attending classes from the March 30 date, the better.
And are there any scholarships that are being offered
Yes.
at the moment?
Yes, there are a whole range of scholarships that we have available, depending on which course and a few different academic or English programs. There are Aussizz team here at Elizabeth Street, and they give you a bit more guidance about how many there are or how eligible you may be to receive those scholarships.
So do contact us, guys. We do know what your, based on your credibility and your credentials and previous qualifications, a good scholarship as well. Free for all the students.
Yeah, of course. So the most streamlined way to apply to us will be to come down to see the Aussizz team here at Elizabeth Street. They're very familiar with all of our courses and our application processes, and they'll make it as quick as possible for you. If possible, come in with all your documents already, because regardless of what course you're going to be applying for, you'll need to have those with you. Go through what you're wanting to get out of the course, where you see your career going, where you want to study, and they'll counsel you and then eventually submit your application through to us. It's very, very straightforward. They are very familiar with what we're doing, so you're in good hands. So that's what
Thank you. And we do have nursing programs available as well. For those who don't know, Torrance does have nursing faculty and nursing programs, diploma leading to bachelor's, and for bachelor's program as well. I think the next intake that's available is September, but for bachelor's program itself.
Correct.
And but there are certain prerequisites when it comes to getting enrolled in that bachelor's of nursing program.
Correct. Yes. So we do have both nursing and diploma of nursing and bachelor of nursing. So the next intake for diploma is June. And September, and for the Bachelor of Nursing, as you mentioned, it's only September. For this intake, we have available in Melbourne, Sydney and Brisbane only, not in Adelaide. But for that course, to be eligible to enter in the September intake, you need to have your ARPA registration as an enrolled nurse already. So what that means is you've completed a diploma of nursing and you've applied to the regulatory body and they've enrolled you as a nurse. So you need to provide that certificate. Once you have that, you'll receive credits for 1 year of study, and so that you'll just need to complete the 2 years. So that's for the September intake. We do have a February intake as well for the Bachelor of Nursing. However, it's an extremely popular course, and you'll need to apply for February 2021 if you're wanting to do the full 3-year program at this stage.
That's right. So guys, currently if you haven't heard much about programs that are being offered by Torrance University, please do visit their website as well. They're very streamlined and very detailed program structure and everything that's specified along with the fee structure. And do visit us, because we can guide you very thoroughly as to which is the best course for you. Can guide you and pave a future pathway for you all together. So all those who have missed February, there's still time. Come as quickly as possible to get enrolled. Intake available as well. And all those who have missed out the nursing intake, still there's an intake available in June and September, so don't fret on it. And especially their software engineering programs, they're highly popular among masters and bachelors as well. So do contact us for further information. Thank you so much, Linda, for being here and always guiding us through when it comes to Torrance Group.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you, guys.